What's going on, guys? It's Betmaster Ben back again for Sportsbet TV. Long time no see to all of you out there, but I hope you've all been keeping sane and in quarantine and safe. So yeah, it's been a very hard time recently. We haven't seen much of each other, but football is back and I'm back to give you the bets. Obviously, German football kicked off on the weekend, but let's just run through the other leagues in Europe and see if they're going to start and when they're going to start. So a couple of leagues have cancelled already, and that's in Holland. That's definitely been cancelled. France has definitely been cancelled as well. But leagues in Spain and Italy and England, they look like, well, they're trying their hardest to start them up again. The league in Spain, La Liga, they're aiming for a June restart. They've already started training, so that's good news on the Spain front. On Italy, they're saying this league could restart in late May or early June. With players back at individual training, but not like fully team training. And in England as well, they're back in training, but they're not looking like they're going to be playing anytime soon. They earmarked the date of June the 12th to come back, but to be honest, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Maybe it will happen after that, but definitely not for June the 12th. I just can't see it. But now that's out the way, let's review the Bundesliga in the first bit of football that we've seen for a very long time in Europe. And there were some big games this weekend, there really was. There was the massive derby of Borussia Dortmund against Schalke. Schalke have actually got a good record against Dortmund in recent times, but not this time. It was 4-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Haaland carried on his amazing form, scoring within 29 minutes with a lovely finish. But Guerrero scored the other two, and Torgan Hazard scoring as well, making it 4-0 to Dortmund. Absolutely amazing performance from Dortmund, to be honest. In the next game, it was Augsburg against Wolfsburg, with Wolfsburg scoring a last-minute winner for them to win 2-1. So that's a great result for Wolfsburg, who are also keeping up their good form from before lockdown. The next game was Hoffenheim against Hertha Berlin. Now, this was a game earmarked for a lot of goals. Hoffenheim, they're usually you can back them to score at home, but not this time, as they lost 3-0 to Hertha Berlin at home, with all the goals coming after the hour mark. So 3-0 to Hertha Berlin, which is a great result for them. Now, this was the surprising result of the weekend. It was Leipzig at home to Freiburg. Everyone expected Leipzig to run away with this one, but it ended 1-1. Freiburg took the lead after half an hour, and then Leipzig got a late equaliser with about 11 minutes to go. So everyone would have expected Leipzig to win that one, but unfortunately they just drew. So, before I stopped doing the bets for you, Leipzig were the best team, my favourite team to bet on. But luckily I didn't give you tips this weekend, but next weekend we'll see how it goes. Then moving on to the late game on the Saturday was Frankfurt against Mönchengladbach. The game finished 3-1 to Mönchengladbach in Frankfurt. So that's a great result for Gladbach, keeping their form up in the top of the league. And then Bayern Munich won 2-0 away to Union Berlin. So Bayern Munich keeping their top spot in the Bundesliga. Now that reads Bayern Munich on top, Borussia Dortmund second, Gladbach on third, and Leipzig on fourth, with Leipzig losing a bit of steam with their draw, losing a bit of points to Gladbach, Dortmund and Bayern Munich this weekend. So check back on Friday, where I'll be giving you some more bets for the Bundesliga. Like, subscribe and comment below. And as always, happy punting, guys.